Hey everyone, welcome to this brand new channel. I'm Ripcord42, or just Ripcord for short, or just 42 for the lazy if you wish. This channel has two main missions. The first mission is freedom and talking about everything related to our freedoms and how we can continue to fight to hold on to our freedoms that people are trying really hard every day to take away from us. That's going to obviously get into some serious stuff. It's going to get into politics of the day, going to get into geopolitical issues and all of that crazy stuff, but that's because we have to talk about it. It's really critical to making sure that the United States of America stays America and that we stay free and that hopefully we can help the rest of the world be free as well. But that leads to the second mission of this channel, and that mission is fun. We really want to have a lot of fun along the way, have a lot of levity, have a lot of comedy. Let's take those serious topics and have as much fun with them as we possibly can while fulfilling the mission of freedom. Let's have a blast while we're doing it. Now, on this channel, there's a couple of other types of videos that I want to do, and you could say that they're somewhat freedom related. I want to do some videos about guns. I want to do some videos about cool gadgets. Do some videos about barbecue. All the things that not only I love, but I know a lot of people in the freedom community and even some outside of the freedom community love as well. So those will be secondary, and I can hear a lot of people right now saying, you really can't do that, have a main channel, have a B channel. Well, we'll see, maybe if we get there. But for right now, I want to insert it. I don't want every single video to have to be about politics and all those things that we have to talk about as we talk about freedom. So let's talk about two scary things, one scarier than the other. The first is monkeypox, and then the really scary one is the World Health Organization. As you know, monkeypox is now starting to make its way through various countries and has set foothold in the United States of America. But the even scarier part is the World Health Organization this past week just had, I don't know if it was their annual meeting or just another meeting that they have just to plot and control our lives. But if you haven't been paying attention to this one, you really need to, because there's a couple of things going on here. First and foremost is that this meeting is about the treaty or the treaty agreements that countries are supposed to sign on to in the case of another pandemic, which is probably right around the corner here, given monkeypox, which we'll talk about in a second. So they're coming up with a structure in the treaty that these countries will sign on to, and should another pandemic be declared, when another pandemic is declared, they will go ahead and institute for the countries that signed on these treaties, which really gives the WHO complete control of what happens during a pandemic. So this would take away all of our sovereignty in terms of governing our country when a pandemic happens. Now, I'm quite sure that the Biden administration and many others in the government would be more than happy to do this because they essentially get to join the men in the smoking room and dictate what happens in this country, be damned whether it's constitutional or not, whether it's illegal or not. They get to go ahead and implement those policies via treaty, which becomes the supreme law of the land once ratified. And they also get to do that while taking no blame for it. Because it's the treaty, it's not us. We didn't build this thing back better. We're just along for the ride for the treaty that we all agreed to as a country. Which, sorry, but we the American people are not agreeing to that. So if we look at the WHO meeting this week, watch out what's really coming out from that. There's snippets coming out. I'm not going to go into all that detail right now, but just know that that's the main mission. And of course, the timing is convenient. And the timing is convenient with monkeypox just recently becoming a thing. It was just a week ago that Biden said that we all need to be concerned about monkeypox. And right before the WHO meeting happened. It's also interesting that just last year, Bill Gates and company, our favorite doctor, were actually, they don't call it war gaming, they call it germ gaming. They were germ gaming monkeypox last year. And interestingly enough, the germ gaming said that the germ gaming took place as if monkeypox would hit in May of 2022. So let's talk about monkeypox a little bit. So it is another, obviously, pox disease. It doesn't look like it's really that deadly. It looks like possibly 1 in 10. I've heard 1 in 10. I've heard 3 and 6% of people that get it. It can be fatal in, but that doesn't matter. had I better not say that. The COOF had, a very high survival rate. Let me go ahead and get thrown off YouTube on my very first video here. Had a very high survival rate, so it doesn't surprise me at all that this thing is not very deadly. That would actually make it deadlier than the previous pandemic. But that's going to be utilized to drag in the next pandemic, so that the WHO and the treaties that they are creating, which hold no weight right now, but certainly will, can be instituted as soon as this thing gets blown up. So one thing I'm interested about with monkeypox is where are the animal rights activists? Aren't they up in arms about using the phrase monkeypox to describe this virus? Oh, that's degrading to animals, that's degrading to the poor monkeys, you can't use monkeypox. So, not because of that, but because of what's likely to happen here. This is probably the last time you'll hear me refer to it as monkeypox on this channel. Heretofore, it will be the banana disease. Reason being is we all know that when the thing happened, you would basically get thrown off of social media for talking about it. So, I'm being an innovator, I'm getting ahead of the curve, and I'm going to go ahead and call it the banana disease from here on out. So we'll go with that to make sure that we stay on the air after just getting through here. So not all that bad of a disease. It sounds like current vaccinations for smallpox actually probably do a pretty good job against it. But again, that's not going to matter. They'll find out a reason why it doesn't. They'll find out a reason to shut things down. They'll find out a reason why you have to have 4 jabs of some vaccine in order to take care of it. So I'm pretty sure all of that is coming, and there's probably something even worse coming. We might have to see Stephen Colbert dancing with needles on screen again. No, I don't watch him, but people had to show me the clip. Thanks, I can't unsee that. So the past week being a week of big meetings, of course, it wasn't just the World Health Organization meeting. It was also the World Economic Forum, or WEF. Pretty sure we're all familiar with that. Get all the super rich and super powerful government-connected folks into Davos to go have a great time thinking about how they're going to take away your rights and my rights. The theme alone for this year's meeting, well, aren't they all, but the theme alone was really pretty sickening. The theme for this year's meeting was History at a Turning Point, Government Policies and Business Strategies. What could be wrong with that? What could possibly be wrong with the most powerful corporations getting together with these most wannabe tyrannical governments to map out our future, map out how they're going to control everything and take our rights away? Don't be fooled when they talk about stakeholders, they are talking about them. They don't care about you, they don't care about me, they care about their power, their influence, and their wealth. If they just cared about their wealth, that would be one thing. Fine, go enjoy your wealth, no problem with that. But it's that incessant need to control every bit of our lives that has to be stopped. A lot of people still say to this day that the whole Great Reset, New World Order, World Economic Forum is just a conspiracy theory. For anyone who says that, go read their website. They say it openly, blatantly. They admit to it. So, what are they talking about this year? Well, let's just start with a great quote from Klaus Schwab. I like Schwab better. Klaus Schwab, leader of the gang of the World Economic Forum. And he started the opening remarks with, "Let's also be clear. The future is not just happening. The future is built by us, a powerful community, as you hear in this room." Despite being slightly fragmented English, if that doesn't scare the ever-bejesus out of you, I don't know what the hell does. These people are sycophants. They are so full of themselves that they think just because they have wealth and they come together that they want to make the world better for us. And they think that they have the power to do this. And if we're not careful, guess what? They're going to be right. They will have the power to do this. So, Schlabby and company, you go have your meetings, go spend all that money, you have fun. For the American people, stay vigilant. Talk to your leaders, congressmen, senators. I hate the term leaders. Talk to your representatives. There we go. And tell them that we are not having any part of this. Now, I hope that the WEF, at the end of the day, is a big club, a big country club of people who are just wasting a lot of time and money pontificating about what could be. But when you really start looking at what they're doing for even just a little bit, everyone should be scared. I don't care if you're right-leaning, center, left-leaning. You need to be concerned, because whatever rights you are concerned about, you're not going to have. It doesn't matter what your view is on those. And we will just be cogs in a mechanism, if that. We'll probably be lucky to be that. So that's the WHO, that's the WEF. You know, the only thing that we're missing is WTF. But actually wait for next episode on that one. I'll have a WTF to talk to you about. So hey, thanks for checking out this new channel. I hope you stick with us as we continue to make more content and can talk about freedom and talk about fun. Stick around for just a few seconds for the credits, just this one time, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, pull that cord.